What's going on, everybody? So right now we are going to be going into parallel structure, do a little English language arts. So first things first, parallel structure. This is not having to do with geometry or anything math related. All right, parallel structure is related to English language arts. Sometimes you'll catch me saying at the beginning of the video, like, "All right, it's time for some English language arts," because I usually film some of these videos back to back. So yeah, I might have been doing like a volume of cylinders one or whatever, and then I do this one. But anyways, I digress. All right, keep going forward. What is parallel structure? So it doesn't have to do with math. It's kind of, you can think of it in math terms. All right. So parallel structure is the repetition of a grammatical form in a sentence. This means that when you're speaking in a sentence, it has to follow a repeated pattern. All right. So when you're talking, everything has to have a sense of flow. It has to make sense. It has to all kind of tie together. It's got to all be parallel with each other. Let's see. Let's look at an example. Let's before I start. You're gonna get like, what's this dude talking about? So Lauren needs to go to the gym, the store, and walk to the post office. Notice the structure. Go to the gym, the store, and walk to the post office. The part with walk to the post office doesn't fit the structure and is not parallel. So Laura needs to go to the gym, the store, and walk to the post office. It may sound better in your head, but writing it out, it doesn't flow. It doesn't have the same thing because you're just saying the gym, the store, and so it should just say the post office, all right? Get rid of the walk to, all right? It doesn't matter. That can be in a whole separate sentence, like, oh, she needs to walk to the gym, the store, and to the post office. Or when going to the post office, she has to walk because it's not close and parking's bad. I don't know, something like that. But the verb go to agrees with only the gym and the store. So the verb has to agree with all three in that line: the gym, the store, and the post office. It can't just be two. All right, walk. It if it's written in a 1, 2, 3 format with commas and all of that stuff. It could be 4, 5, whatever. But if it's making a list, the verb has to agree with all of them. So you're not gonna say go to the gym, the store, and walk to the post office. You could rewrite it by saying go to the gym, run to the store, and walk to the post office. That would mean each one has a verb attached to it. But in this case, just get rid of walk to because go to can attach itself to all three. All right. So when you're writing sentences, the verbs need to agree with everything. All right. Make sure that when you're writing things down and checking things out, after you write your essay and you go through it again, all of the verbs agree with the subjects and the predicates. So let's look at another example. Jacob likes to practice the guitar on Mondays, Wednesdays, and also on Fridays too. The words Mondays and Fridays agree with each other, but Fridays does not fit. Why doesn't it fit? All right, take a second. Why wouldn't it fit? And also on Fridays too. It's because Fridays is preceded by the words and also on, and even has to follow it. All right, follow it means coming after, and precede means coming before. I want you to start trying to use those words when writing your essays. All right, use some fancy words. You got to sprinkle them into your essay. It's gonna make you look real nice. All right. So instead, the sentence should just be Jacob likes to practice the guitar on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Throwing in to is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. All right. It's like, so you're already saying and. Like, they get it. All right. Don't have to throw anything in. Also on doesn't make sense because you're already saying and. So it's already included. Not only that, you're throwing in more fluff when it can be a lot more concise by just saying Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So let's try some practice. I want you to fix the following sentences to reflect the proper parallel structure. All right. Go ahead and rewatch what you need to, but we got to fix these sentences up. They're not looking great. So I like to dance and swimming. After school, I watch TV and napping. Michael not only wants Pokemon cards, but also dinner. All right. So fix these sentences up. Make sure all the verbs are the same. Make sure everything is ending properly. Everything sounds good. All right. Because when you're saying it, it's not gonna make a whole lot of sense. So you got to make sure it's all looking good. Okay. So go ahead, pause the video, try these out, and let's come back together. All right. So I like to dance and swim is the correct way to write number one. Swimming is an ing verb, and dance is not. If it says I like to go dancing and swimming, it would make sense. But I like to dance and swim would be how you solve that one. After school, I watch TV and nap. Again, ing. It doesn't agree with watch. If it was I'm watching TV and then napping, that makes sense because the ings are the same. So you got to make sure the verbs are the same and they agree with the whole sentence structure. Michael not only wants Pokemon cards, but also wants dinner. So it's saying he wants Pokemon cards, but also dinner. What about dinner? Like, oh, not all wants dinner, but you got to throw it in. Make sure it all agrees and everything is the same. That one's a little tricky. It's a little more complex, but you'll get the hang of it a little more. So let's recap everything really quickly. Remember that the sentence form needs to agree with each other. This can be with verbs, nouns, clauses, and phrases. All right? Sentences have to follow a similar pattern to create some sort of flow. Not having a parallel structure makes your writing seem convoluted or all over the place. Make sure to use this in your essay writing. If you're not using parallel structure in your essay writing, whoever's grading it's going to think, all right, it's a 2. Like, it's a 1 or a 2, keep it moving. The goal is to aim for a higher score on the essay. So if you're missing pieces, you're still passing. But if you're aiming for a 2 and you're off the mark, then you're out of the game. So make sure you're using parallel structure. I think we're gonna have to do another video on this just to kind of dive in, but let's see how you do on these on your own ones. All right. So I want you to fix the following sentences to reflect proper parallel structure. Submit this for the credit for watching this video. So Kimberly is going to school, work, and will also go to the gym. Eden is in class studying and to learn. And then I am here on Mondays, Tuesdays, and I'm also going to be here every Friday. So fix these sentences, submit them to me, and let's see what you got. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this was very helpful, and also have a great day.